Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle C, excuse me, C from Joan Stark. All right, I'm going to put my four corners in and a little border. All right. This is a neat tangle. They're all neat. They're all unique. This has some extra unique qualities to it. So I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm gonna fill in the whole thing, I do believe. All right, and this one starts off. It's really a bunch of spirals. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this end, and I'm going to have a little bit of a trailing. I guess it would be a trailing end, which will be the beginning. Oh, anyway, never mind. The beginning is the end. All right. And I'm coming up into a spiral. And that's essentially the stroke. And then coming from this one again, and having a bit of separation. And just continuing, kind of in a line. All right. Then we're going to alternate. Now, this is where I ran into some difficulty, but it's one of those, you just kind of make it up as you go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start like this part over here, and really, technically, I could probably fit part of a spiral over here, but we'll fit it. We could fill those in later. Okay, so I'm going to actually, let's see, because if there was a spiral here, which I don't want to do because it just feels weird. So if I'm doing my spiral and having a little bit of separation also in between kind of the rows. It's just hard because you want to aim to have this spiral be in this, alternating. So spiral, like this, but within this space. I don't know what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know how to describe that. And then on this side, I can more easily, there's where we start. We'll come back and I'll try to fill those in later. So then starting here again, and then trying to leave a little bit of room. And it's, sorry, my hand is like in the way. It's hard to see. That's what's, wait a minute. That's what's difficult about this is because it's hard to see that's, it's funny. You do this for so long and then you realize, well, if I had only done this. All right, let's see if I can do this upside down. I mean, upside down from the way I have been doing it. Well, that looks right. Okay, and then, sometimes I just crack myself up. All right. All right, so let this be a lesson to me. When it's frustrating, turn your tile. And it's still, because I was doing it the other way, and because that's how the step out was. All right, so then I've kind of done this alternate, and we're going to go back to this side. I'm glad I'm doing these videos because I'm learning so much myself. And then, and this way too, you can actually see my pen instead of just my hand. All right, let's do one more row. And I'm hesitating because I'm having to flip what I was doing in my brain, and it hurts. And I hope you're laughing with me. All right, let's pretend that this one is coming out here. And, oh gosh. It would be like this. Just because I want to get that in. Okay, and here I could do that again here too. Well, I didn't leave much space there, but that's okay. I kind of like it to be filled in a little bit. All right, so when you look at it this way, what does it look like? Oh, a C. All right, the next step is C, but it, spelled differently. Okay, so the next and really the final step is drawing either a straight or a curve line. She had a curve line. I think I had made mine a little bit straight, but kind of coming off from this the bottom part of this spiral to the spiral below. And this one's not going to have much. Well, you know, but if you do like that, still put the little line in there because it matters. And I am doing a little of the, take off and land concept, so I'm tracing over a little bit of that. You just have to be careful. I found myself also, when I was doing that, being a little sloppy. And where I'd have, you could see where I started. All right, like that. Well, that was just because my placed it funny. But, so, that's neat. And so here's what's extra cool about it. So the whole idea with Zentangle, number one, it's really supposed to be non-representational, but it also should have no up and down. And when I caught my eye, it was because it was on tangle patterns like this. I'm like, whoa, that looks really neat. And, but it's interesting is if you keep turning it, the pattern is really cool no matter which way you have your, you have it turned. So actually, I think I like this because it reminds me of when we took a look at the Zenplosion. And so this way it looks like little scrolls, and I see where I did not connect my little lines there. But yeah, and the concept of there's no up, no down. And so with this, even though, it might have been inspired by waves, and it looks like waves this way, it doesn't matter. It's still a really cool tangle, and it fits the Zentangle method because there is no up, no down, and it is repetitive and all that. So with that, here's some ways to shade it. So I'm just kind of, let's see. Is that how I did? Oh, I just did the one. So I'm just doing two, trying to think, what am I thinking? This would be the right side of the spiral when you're looking at it like this. There are probably a bunch of ways that this could be shaded, but I'm going to do this one. See if wait. No, technically that would be that. And that would be that. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. All right, now I'm going to, we'll spread that out a little bit. Just so we have some nice gradient. Oh. Yeah, missed that one. Missed this one. And I'm just going to put a little there. And I wasn't going to do that top row, just these ones. Okay. And so you see how that looks neat if you were, trying to replicate. If you're doing a, what do I call it? I call it water-y. Because there are tangles that look like water, like this one would. But what's neat is even when you turn it with that shading, it's neat how it has a different effect. Just like the tangle did without the shading. Gosh, that looks really cool. No matter which way you turn it. So, super neat tangle. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, would love to have a thumbs up. And if you like it enough to see more and you're not already subscribed, would love to have you as a subscriber. If you hit the notification, hit the button to subscribe, and then there's the notification bell, so that way you can decide how you want to be notified, if you want to be notified at all. This could look also super cool with, I'm just thinking, if I was doing something with other watery tangles, and then instead of using the graphite here, you could use blue chalk pencil, something like that. That could look really neat. Anyway, in the description section, you will find my step out, a link to the Tangle Patterns site where I found this, so that way you can have for more inspiration, and also ways to connect with me. So if you're looking to learn more about Zentangle, take some classes. I offer both paid and free classes. Information is on my website. We also have a nice Facebook group. Would love to have you join us. And I think that's it. So with that, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I wish you happy tangling.